I see your face and strangers passing by. Still hear your laugh in the middle of the night. Your ghost is living in these empty rooms. No matter what I do, I can't escape you. I packed the pictures throughout the notes, but your memory clings like smoke. And every step I try to take alone, it pulls me back to what we've known. 'Cause half of me is still with you, caught in the words we never got through. I try to move but I don't know how. I'm living here but I'm lost somehow. You took your love and walked away, but I stayed behind in yesterday. No matter what I try to do, half of me is still with you. I smile for friends, pretend I'm doing fine, but your name still echoes in my mind. Every love song plays like it knows our truth. Every I miss you still belongs to you. Time keeps passing, the seasons change, but my heart still calls your name. I keep your shadow on my skin, like I'm waiting to begin again. 'Cause half of me is still with you, trapped in a dream I can't undo. I try to laugh, I try to breathe, but I'm not whole, you still have me. You took the sun and all the blue, left me with gray and missing you. No matter where I'm going to, half of me is still with you. Maybe someday I'll find the light, but tonight I'm lost in our goodbye. Even though we're worlds apart, you still own the better part. 'Cause half of me is still with you, living in the love we outgrew. I try to run, I try to hide, but your name is written deep inside. You took the end and I stayed true, and now I don't know what to do. No matter what I'm going through, half of me is still with you.
You said see you later like it meant something more, but later never came and I'm still by the door. No fights, no signs, just sudden cold. Now I'm stuck here holding what will never hold. I checked my phone 100 times, still hoping you would change your mind, but silence hit me like a storm. No shelter, no goodbye, just gone. You left a goodbye without a warning. No tears, no words, just the morning, where your side of the bed stayed cold, and your promise turned to smoke. You vanished like a fading song, and I'm still wondering what went wrong. You walked away with no forewarning, left me here goodbye without a warning. I retrace our steps like it might explain how love can die without a flame. You held me close just days ago, now I'm holding questions I'll never know. I scream your name into the night, but silence is the only reply. You disappeared into the blue, and took the best of me with you. You left a goodbye without a warning. No tears, no words, just the morning, where your side of the bed stayed cold, way. You left the truth without explaining. I deserved a reason, maybe even a lie, but all you gave was your goodbye. You gave a goodbye without a warning, like thunder with no storm forming. Now I live in what you left, a love untold, a heart bereft. You slipped away, no last goodbye, no chance to ask you why. Now every night I'm still mourning your goodbye without a warning.
You said I'm fine, but your eyes looked away. There's a storm behind every word you say. We spoke in riddles, danced around the truth. Now I'm reading through the silence left by you. You smiled like nothing's wrong at all, but your voice was shaking every call. I should have heard your heart break through, but I was too in love to see the truth. Now I'm crying through the pages of the things we left unsaid. You wrote goodbye in quiet stages, while I wailed on instead. There were tears between the lines of every "we love you" and "I'm fine." Now it all makes sense in time. You were leaving in the tears between the lines. You held my hand like it was slipping away, like every touch was a step toward gray. And all your notes, now that I read them again, were screaming things you couldn't say back then. I thought your silence meant you cared, but now I see you weren't really there. You said forever, but not out loud. You whispered truth behind a cloud. Now I'm crying through the pages of the moments that we missed. You were fading through the phrases of each stolen kiss. There were tears between the lines of every promise, every sign. Now I know you were never mine. You were breaking in the tears between the lines. I had listened closer, would I have held you longer? Or was your heart already gone, long before the love was done? Now I'm lost in all the traces of a love that couldn't stay, reading pain in hidden places where your words begin to fray. There were tears between the lines of all the truth we left behind. Now I live with what I find in your goodbye and the tears between the lines. You held my hand like it was slipping away, like every touch was a step toward gray. And all your notes, now that I read them again, were screaming things you couldn't say back then. I thought your silence meant you cared, but now I see you weren't really there. In goodbye, had to listen closer. Would I have held you longer, or was your heart already gone, long before the love was done? Now I'm lost in all the traces of a love that couldn't stay, reading pain and hate. I watched you walk away so slow, but I still thought you'd turn around, you know. I never fought, I never tried, thought love would stay without a fight. I see the echo in your eyes of all the tears I never recognized. Now I'm hearing the quiet truth that I was blind to losing you. Now I'm tracing back the things I missed, every moment, every kiss. I thought we'd always find our way, but some goodbyes don't want to stay. Now it's too late to feel again. You're a stranger when my heart had been. I reach for you, but you're long gone. The feeling fades when the timing's wrong. I thought the fire would never end, but I froze you and lost a friend. Now I know what love was then, but it's too late to feel again. You begged for more, I gave you less. Played it cool, but I was just a mess. Now I replay your final smile, the one that hid your hurt in style. I said I'm fine, you knew I lied, but you were done, and I denied. I waited till the silence grew. Now it's too loud to talk to you. You gave me chances I ignored. Now I'm standing at your closed door. I had the world but couldn't see that you were all the world to me. And it's too late to feel again. Can't fix the cracks with just a pen. I wrote your name in every song, but the music played too long. I thought your love would always bend, but even hearts like yours can't end. I give it all to make amends, but it's too late to feel again. Maybe someday you'll forgive, but we've run out of time to live. The love we couldn't make survive, now it's just a past I keep alive. Yeah, it's too late to feel again. I chased a ghost, I called a friend. I see your light, but not your face. I lost your love, I lost my place. You gave me all, I built a wall, and now there's nothing left at all. I miss the pain, I miss the end, but it's too late to feel again. Begged for more, I gave you less. Played it cool, but I was just a mess. Now I replay your final smile, the one that hid you long. The bed feels colder than before. Your hood is hanging by the door. The silence screams where you once lay, and I still reach for you each day. Your coffee cup is still right there, untouched like the love we used to share. I breathe you in and fall apart, these empty arms, this heavy heart. 'Cause you're gone and I'm still holding on to memories that feel so wrong. I keep pretending I'm okay, but I break a little more each day. You took your light and walked away, and now the nights don't look the same. I sleep alone but never start, with empty arms and a heavy heart. I talk to shadows in the room, try to laugh but it's too soon. The mirror shows a stranger's face. Since you left without a trace, you said someday you'll understand, but I just needed one more chance to say the things I couldn't say before you slipped so far away. Now you're gone and I'm still breaking down in the quiet of this haunted town. I play our song but skip the part where you said love would never part. I gave you all, you took your leave, and left me here with just this grief. Now all that's left is where you are, just empty arms and a heavy heart. Maybe love just isn't fair. It gives then leaves you gasping air. I play our song but skip the part where you said love would never part. I gave you all, you took your leave, and left me here with just this grief. Now all that's left is where you aren't, just empty arms and a heavy heart. Maybe love just isn't fair. It gives then leaves you gasping air. You were the best I ever knew, but you were never mine to lose. Now I wake through a world without the one I can't forget about. I whisper your name into the dark, still empty arms and a heavy heart. The tears don't ask if it's too late. They fall like rain, they never wait. You're gone, but you're still every part of these empty arms and a heavy heart.